What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's really me. Yeah, it's me. I'm back. So yeah, it's been quite a while, and my sincere apologies. I know I've said a lot of these apologies in the past, and still, disappointed in the upload frequency. But yeah, I don't want to make any promises now, but I'll try my best from now on. Even though, what my situation right now isn't really balanced yet, and you guys may hear a lot of background noises from time to time. I am not really sure how to get rid of that. It's quite impossible at the moment. So yeah, as long as you can hear me clearly, yeah, you guys should be able to follow through in what I'm doing. So we're not really going to be getting into a lot, only the introduction to interior modeling in Blender. I really wanted to use a closed car like this one, not an open roof, to actually introduce interior modeling. But I guess this is what we're gonna have to work with first, since people are really on my neck to finish the McLaren 720S tutorial. I would have scrapped this, but I can't because of the interior modeling. I really have to get this done, like honestly. It's quite awesome though, but extremely difficult. I really hope you can follow. This is where I've gotten with this part. Not really doesn't look like much right now, but I assure you it will definitely amount to something later. This is just my practice mesh. So yeah, let us move on to the original tutorial file. So yeah, as you can see, my files are gone. So I'm just going to head over to File, External Data, and find missing files. So yeah, I'm just going to go onto my pictures, references, and then McLaren. So I'm just going to find missing files here because everything is here. This is it. So it's going to find those files for me. Yeah, they are there. And I also wanted to make this back wing parts of a sorts before I left, but I didn't. So yeah, one of these days we're gonna take care of that. So I don't know if this is how I left this part, but anyways, this one caught me quite off guard. So yeah, we're gonna fix that right now. We need to extend this curve that is right here all the way to the other side of the body panel. Let's see who this is. Okay, not connected. So we're gonna have to get rid of some of these solidify modifiers that have been fixed into these ones. So let's just, I think for this panel and this panel, we're gonna have to get rid of that. So we're just gonna tab into edit mode and come to one of these corners, the one closest to the surface of the mesh. So you just double click on that so you can select around it. Yeah, so you just kind of press X and then delete vertices. So select the one on top and then press L while still hovering above it, like so, and then hit Control I, yeah, and then press X and then delete vertices. Yeah, and you could actually do it the other way around instead of, like just select the bottom part of it and then press L on it and then X delete instead of, inverting the selection. You can just do that. So anyways, we're going to need some vertices from this body panel, which is the door. And okay, don't know why this thing is showing red, but yeah, let's just continue. And we're going to take from the surface. So looking from here, from where it curves over, we can just take from this part here, this vertex, and select all the way down here and here and up to here. Let's see. Okay, we got that right, and we can just stop there to just, yeah. So we're going to shift D to duplicate that and then hit P to separate selection. So I'm going to quickly enable my screencast keys because, yeah, I forgot, not even installed. So let's see where this is. Yeah, and it's done. So let's just turn that on. So I don't think I'm going to have the time to make the settings, but let me just change this to black or orange. a good color. And give it the background. So I think this is good enough. I probably should make it white. Yeah, I think white is cool. So I think we got the part we want from here, and we can just select it. This black line over here. So I guess we selected more than what we needed. So let's just take from here. And there's X to delete vertices. So this one, we're gonna tap into edit mode, press A and then G and Y, move it back a little bit. So you can see where it comes down low. So move it back a little forwards. And yeah. This seems good enough. So let's just go back into object mode and then shift select this panel and then enter Control J to join them, enter edit mode, and let's join these together. So take this and merge M, press M to merge, and click at last, merge at last. So first and the last, and then press N and merge at last. So do that again, and then do this one. If you want to redo your last action, which is that merge at last, you can just press Shift R. Whatever you do, like duplicating Shift D and moving a certain distance, you can just repeat that by pressing Shift plus R. It will do that for the same again and again for the same action you did previously. But once you do something else, it overwrites that, and yeah. So I think we need to join this together with this one, but this one we need to get rid of the solidify that we added to it. So we'll just select this one again, press X and delete vertices. So select this and then press L and press X and delete vertices. Okay, this thing is quite tame, so let's increase that. Okay, too big. That's here. Okay, this seems cool enough. So now we got this part now without the solidify added to it, so we can now take it and join it with this one, which is Control and J. So yeah, now that we have this, we're gonna merge this last end of what we took from this panel here to this point right here. I hope you can see this. Pretty sure there's no cracking in the visuals anymore. So just click on F. Yeah, just click F. So yeah, so this part now from here all the way to here, and yes, I'm gonna go to the side view and then just extrude it like once and then twice and then one more again. If you don't catch it, yes, I am. There are some school kids making some crazy noise around here, so yeah. Sorry about that. GZ, hope that isn't very audible, so let's just continue. So GZ and move this in place. Just try to match it as good as you can. So go to object mode and then shade this again. Yeah, just to correct that. So we can go under here and just correct the whole thing ourselves. So this spot looks pretty good to me, so we can just start from extending here. So we can take these ones, is 2 right here, and then just GX, move X out a little bit. And then these parts are very inside, so no one is definitely going to see it, so don't be too worried about that. How it looks, so. Key X and smooth this out. And here, just move this out. So let's fill this in and see how it looks. So select this, press F. You can deselect back the 2 at back, and then press F twice to complete the fill. Let's move these backwards a little bit. Here and move this back because it's way too stretched out. We don't need that. Okay. So this one can come a bit out on the x-axis, so can get a little bit of crease on that area. by adding one loop cut. Did I do that now? Yeah, I think we can do that now. Control Alt U and then move it upwards a little bit. So just slide that in a little bit more. So Control R and the top side too. It needs to be very tight so it's very visible. So you can have something that looks like that. Probably free it a little bit on this end. Yeah. So we have something that looks like this. So anyways, let's fix the other end of things. So this one, we can still have, sorry, being distracted a little bit. We can see how some of these come out a little bit so we can join it a lot better. So these two, take them and then move on the x-axis. Sorry, you can't see the vertices very well, plus a lot of people have complained about that. I really hope. Okay, I'm just gonna pause this and continue later. This noise works. Alright guys, we are back and yeah, after 3 hours they finally stopped the noise. So we are free to continue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a loop cut in this area here so it can correspond with this one outside here. So just move that a little bit close so that will appear here. Oh yeah, and I actually lost progress when my computer went to sleep. So I don't know why that happened. Blender closed, so I have to do some of those stuff over again. So let's just continue anyways. So yeah, I'm just gonna redo this. Okay, so I'm gonna connect these parts together. Let's just click these two things and yeah, press F, deselect the ones at the back and keep pressing F until you are here. Sorry, F. So this part is actually clipping into itself, so we're gonna have to drag some vertices away from the wall of this area. Okay, just so the clipping stops, just do that. So let's make the ones on the bottom just correspond quite nicely. PX and put this over here. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn this on again. Yeah, screencast keys. Do I have to change the? Oh yeah, I have to turn it on again. Background color. Font size, let's say 4 to 5. So yeah, that's cool. So this place kind of looks weird, but you're gonna have to leave it like that. So let's take all the normals and recalculate, so it looks nice and clean. So now for the actual introduction to the interior modeling. So starting is the hardest part. I just have to say that starting interior modeling is by far the hardest part. So what you want to do, okay, hold on, let me just pull up these images. I'm gonna take this one for the bottom and take another one, which is, yeah, this one for the top. So yeah, this McLaren interior is way too friggin' complex. Like it's difficult to know where to start from, or where to even begin, or where to follow the direction, whatever. Like it's extremely hard. So yeah, you have to like break down the interior into several parts. So separating this rest of this nonsense that's going on here with looking at here, we have this already, this yellow stuff. This is the panel outside. We have this. So we're just gonna go ahead and hide the door first. Yes, and hide this bottom panel. So we're gonna look at this. So this is what we have. Yeah. So we have this. So this part now is covered and flat, so we're just gonna have to cover that first. So the main thing to do for it normally is on a normal car, which is just a car that doesn't have any of this complexity, is that you just have to climb in from the outside. It's just usually like a step, so you go up, forward, and then a rubber line that covers it, which is this one, I guess, and then the interior begins. But this one is very different. It's very complex. So you're just gonna have to follow my lead on this one. I won't be able to explain everything I'm doing all of the time. So yeah. So we're gonna have let's just begin. So we'll take this one now. Without putting the solidify yet. So we're just gonna take everything here and yeah, just shift D that and then press P to separate the selection. So we're gonna take this and let's take this one first and then add the solidify modifier. So go down here to the modifiers tab and add modifier, and then go down here above the subdivision and add the solidify modifier. So yeah, this is what we get at first. I believe it's 0.004 for the thickness we used last time, or not. No, it's 0.003. 0.003. So yeah, we have this, but you're gonna have to click only rim to get only the outside to work out. So yeah, and this is going to continue and apply the modifier. Sorry, apply the modifier before anything else, and then go into edit mode, zoom in on one of the corners and Control R, add a loop cut in between, Alt R to scale along the normals. Sorry, Alt S to scale along the normals. So something like this is cool. So now you have to Control B to bevel that edge. So now for here you just have to add a loop cut and R, then press E to align to the outer part, and just leave it at that, and then do another one and align. Hold on, do another one and then E and then F to align to the bottom part. So all the sharp edges like this one, we'll have to select them and then Shift E like so to just make everything nice and smooth. Here too, Shift E. This part isn't really corresponding much, but yeah, just leave it at that. So Shift E here too. And Shift E here too. Okay, I think that does it with the solidify modifier. We're back to where we were before. So now we take the outline that we duplicated and separated to its own object. So right now we're going to attempt to make this flat object you're seeing here. It's going to be quite difficult, but yeah, just follow my lead. So we're going to take from this bottom part here, everything here. So go to front view. Okay, one more thing, we have to hide everything in front here too. Press H. Okay, now we take the outline, enter into edit mode, and then extrude on the x-axis outwards, and then just press S to scale, and then X to scale along the x-axis, and then 0, and then just click left click. Just scale along the x-axis to here, and then all you have to do is shear it so it has a little bit of curve to it. So Control Shift Alt and then S. So you can shear it like this. Yeah. So you just need to do a little bit of adjustments from here, and yeah. So let's leave it at this for now, and then take this one and this other end, and then just press F. So now we just want to correspond each vertices on the other side of this. So Control R, just move this upwards. I'm not even saying that. So GG, slide this up here. Hopefully you can see this. Control R, GG, slide this up here. Okay, Control R one more time and do this. So let's fill this in for now, just temporarily. Yes. So this part, you want to make sure it's like this, so you don't have any extra vertices coming in between up here. So it follows the curve. See what I mean here. So just take this. You have a vertex here too, so just press F, and we can press F here too, or Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, we shouldn't move anything on the outside, so because that's gonna change the curvature. If it's gonna change the curvature, just make sure it goes inside, not outside. Or else we'll have a part that is poking out like this, and we don't want that. So let's just do this like so for now, and just make sure everything aligns well. Yeah, let's start from this part here. Just risk this. Okay, it's poking out already, so just fill everything in partially, because this part is going to be just flat. We don't need any extra stuff here. So if we shade smooth, let's see how good this looks. Yeah, this looks acceptable for now. So these ones here are not really straight, so let's just move them back here so they can look good. Yeah. I wish I wasn't too lazy to write scripts for these things. So, yeah, we're just gonna leave this one as it is. So the next thing we want to do, we're gonna do it for the bottom part too, which is here. Yeah. So we're gonna take the outer part, which is from here all the way down to here. Let's see, I think that works. So Shift D to duplicate that, hit P to separate selection, and then yeah. So gonna hit A and then extrude X and here. So scale X and then 0. So move this out to somewhere here. Select both of them to see where the vertices end. So we can just make that right there. Okay. So now we have to get rid of some vertices here and do some adjustments. This part is not very famous for being neat whenever I'm doing it. So take a few. Okay, this one is just a normal problem. So when we're done, all this normal issues will be gone, no worry. So let's take one and see if we can dissolve this without any issues. Yes, it works. So GG, slide this one up and slide it in and then press C to bring it out a bit. Okay, we're having issues with this one now. So we can move this one outwards a bit. Okay, you know what, we'll just leave everything as it was before, since it was okay. So we can Ctrl R here and just make this flat tight, and also here too. E and then F. Just align it to this side. So this part here is quite cluttered unnecessarily. So we're gonna dissolve this X and then dissolve edges, and this one too can go X dissolve edges. Okay, they were actually double there. So X and then dissolve edges. So I'm gonna take this GG, slide it all the way down. So the next step now, take this one L and then Shift D to duplicate it. Hit P to separate the selection. Select it again, either one of them. So press A and then hit I to insert this. Or do you need to insert it? Well, on one hand, I don't think we need to insert it, but on the other, I think we do. But let's just do that. So if you inserted this exact distance, so come press K and then cut that through to this side. We're trying to make this black rubber here on the side, so we need the face to make it. So this one we can just go to this top side. Let's see. I don't think we need everything here. So yeah, this part here we can select here and just cut through to the side and press enter. So take this one, this vertex, and then move this to the side, the end, and go to the bottom, and this one here, select it and move it down to the end. So press A, M, and then merge by distance. So everything here just select everything as I am selecting it. And then press X and delete vertices. Okay, we still have some more to delete. These ones and this one. X delete vertices. So what we have now is this black, sorry, this thin line like an act as black rubber. So we'll just delete this one too. Okay, go back here and A, and E to extrude, and then press Y, and we can extrude it this way. Although we had something that looks like that before, but I just wanted a dedicated one to act as the black rubber. So let's take these 4 vertices and slide them down so they don't cause any issues. Also, the 2 in front, we can do this and then move it downwards. Then Control R at the center to add a loop cut, and then E to align into the back of it, and then just leave that there. So we have this to show for the black rubber. So tab into it, move Control R, and then tighten this part. This one is supposed to be, the gap's supposed to be smaller than this, so let's just take from here these top vertices, GG to slide it inwards, and then C to slide it out. Yeah, smooth this one in a bit. So Control R here and just bring it back. Okay, should have moved this one, so let's just delete it. So delete edges, dissolve edges. So now we've covered that part. I really don't want this to be long, so I can have time to prepare for the next episodes. Yeah, that's right, I did not prepare for this one. I just winged it. I did, but it's been a while. So yeah, so let's take these again and try to recalculate the normals. Okay, it's not moving. Anyways, let's just leave it at that. So the next part would be to start this place that's looking like scuffed metal like this. So this one is going to be very tricky. So this part, we have to adjust something here. Okay, we have the vertex here. Let's move this one inwards. Pull this one in. Most things we're doing here might not be exact because can't really see what we're doing properly, and also no measurements, just using eyeballs to check what we need. So this part now actually needs to come out very well. So because we have a mistake here, which is very huge, this place right here, which is this curve here, is not really a curve here. It's kind of straight. Don't know why that happened. I just followed the blueprint as it should, but we ended up with this. So we're gonna have to compensate for that by moving some vertices around. So something like these two gonna have to come out this way. And we'll take one vertex edge here and just put that in right here. Or we could move them down a little bit. So we're gonna use this as the curve here and make some stuff. So from here now we're gonna have to extrude from here to the bottom first. Let's go to the side view. Okay. Hold on, let's adjust this some more. Okay, that seems cool enough. So we're just gonna take from there to the bottom and then extrude everything out from the to the y-axis. Somewhere along something like this. Width is cool. No, let's come out a little bit more. So let me turn this up so I can see what I'm doing. y. So this little gap here is where this first black rubber is going to stay, or should I say second. So now from this top side, we need extra stuff to be out here. So we're just gonna have to move this out on the y-axis. Gonna move this out, and yeah, that should be enough. That should be enough. So right here, we're gonna have that small gap of door locking thingy there. So from here now, we're gonna have to extrude again inwards. So take from there to the bottom side and then extrude on the x-axis, and just move it inwards like that. Not too much. Okay, I kind of separated this part when I was doing it, but let's just continue this way. So from here, we can extrude again. On the y-axis, we're trying to make this little curve on the side here. So move this, so Ctrl R here on this part, and then move this to this corner here, and then select both of them, G and then Z. Move it on to Z-axis, and yeah, we should be good to go. Let me turn this on back and see our curves. Okay, we cannot add a vertex here, but we need to. Let's just put one there. Okay, I don't see it disturbing anything, so let's just take these three and then move it inside to the x-axis, and we should be good. Okay, so these three now you can now extrude on the x-axis and move them inwards. You can move them up to the point of this one here, right here. Okay. Okay. I think we have extra stuff to deal with, but let's just continue without having to worry about that. So this one's now, I'm just thinking it should go out here on the x-axis too, so we can fill this face in and fill this face in. So if you add a loop cut here, I wonder where it goes. Okay, it goes here, so we can just take these two and then join it. You don't have to be too worried about the topology in this area because it's a mess already, so don't bother yourself. This door panel. It's gonna look good when you're done, no matter how topology is, because nobody's looking at any reflections here. It's gonna look good. Don't worry about that. The only issue of perfection is when it comes to this interior. Yeah. So let's just speed through this. At least I don't want it to be more than 4 parts. Okay. So now we have this. So let's take everything here and then extrude them on the y-axis. Again, something like this. GUI, smooth it here, and then let's fill this in. F. So Ctrl R here, and just join this to it. Yay. It's gonna look weird the way the whole thing is coming together. It's really weird, honestly, but you just have to, deal with it properly. So let's move these around. Let's move this back. Move this back, and you know what? Let's just do it without sliding vertices. Just move it like this. So these ones here that are already flat, like flat facing the y-axis. So you can just extrude them a little bit, so you can get one extrusion. So you can get all the way down here, something like this level here. So we can just extrude again and again. So arrange this. G, move this around. Let's move these around. Okay. This seems fine, so we can extrude this one all the way to the other side and leave it there for now, because we're not going to worry about it. So we'll take everything on the inside part of it, and here, go to the side view, extrude it upwards, and get kind of the same width with this one. So no, not really the kind of the same width. So let's move it down a bit, something very tiny, and around this part we're going to have to expand it to look really wide, because it's this part we are talking about. So take this vertex, move it out, this vertex, sorry, this one, move it out to here. And let's add in another vertex, sorry, another edge loop here, and slide it over to the inside part. So sorry, and just focus on this. And we're gonna fill this face in, and yeah, now we are left with that. So obviously we do not need one of these anymore, so X and dissolve edges. We're gonna deal with this one's stuff later on. So possibly we can add a loop cut here, enter R. No, we cannot. So there's some redirection that's gonna happen here for now. So let's just take our knife tool and hit K, and then cut this over to this edge, and this part too. So hit K, cut this over to the bottom part. So hit enter. So yeah, so we're gonna take another one, K, and cut this one down here. Hope you can see this. So we're trying to get rid of the curve that is going on here. Before the vertices, if you add a loop cut, it goes around here and goes back to the top, but we're kind of trying to make kill it, so it goes from the top and down. So if you hit this one and press F, get that, and take a cut from here to here too, and hit that. So select these four and then press F2. So we're gonna add a loop cut here, Control R and then Control B to bevel that. So we can now join these two together by pressing J, move this to the side, and then press J here too. So now we have this. They're a little bit crooked, but it doesn't matter at all. So take this, slide it in, these two, and move that perfectly. So now we have the perfect edge loop for us to, you know, taking things out on the side. Sorry, not this one. We're gonna have it to add a new one. So Control R here, sorry, R on the here, then E and then F to move it to the side. So this one here now, we need another loop cut here, E, and then F to move it over to the side. So you're gonna sharpen that out. So now this part too also needs a loop cut here. Okay, this one doesn't really go all the way around, so I'm not ready to even start with this. So Control R in this on the inside, and select, press E, and then move it all the way to the top. That is too tight. So Control R here, swoop here, and then A, Shift N to see if there's any normal problem. So go out of the into edit mode, and then right click and shade smooth once again, so you get the correct shade smoothing. So I wonder if this can solve this problem. So select these and Shift E. I'm not sure, but that holds up for now. It's not really our priority right now. So yeah, we have this, and we could go further, but I think I'm tapping out. Not a bit rusty with the endurance level in these videos. So let's move this on the x-axis. All this. Yeah, this is how we're gonna slowly build into the internals of the car. Just getting these parts are the issues. Not really big of an issue because they don't really have a particular shape that you have to be true to. They just need to be able to be confined inside the door without having any leaks and everything. And when the door opens, it just needs to look cool. That's all, honestly. Well, that's gonna be it for this video, and I thank you guys for your intense patience for waiting for my videos to come out, although you weren't exactly waiting like that, but you know, you get what I mean. And I'm sorry for that, and yeah, most def, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.